watching the birds. What's going on, guys? Miss Rosa. All right. Baseline lab sheet draft competition. Who's gonna win? I'm here with my heat lamps. I've gotten all these heat lamps and all these homes. I own, count them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 homes from reading a lot of books. Okay, and you can too. You can too. Just read one half-page sentence at a time every day for the rest of your life for 5 lifetimes. Baseline heat flow lab sheet draft competition. To start your draft, grab heat lamp. Grab, if there's one available, sample home. Otherwise, just get a tiny something random object to pretend that it's a home. And then literally, with you and your people, try and carry out a baseline heat flow test lab experiment. Like, have somebody in your group stand there. All right, got my heat lamp. Now what do I do? What do I do with it? Okay, and then that person should not actually do anything until somebody else in their group tells them exactly what to do with it. All right, so your procedure should spell it out, how you should set it up so that you can heat up the house, subject the house to heating for an amount of time, right? So you're collecting temperatures over time. We should have a time period where we remove the heat source and the house is cooled down. Especially for the cold climate homes, they need to have a window of time, an opportunity to see how well they hold in the heat that they gained, right? And then any hot climate homes, any heat that they did gain, even though they shouldn't, they need an opportunity to lose that gained heat. Okay, another way of looking at this too is like heating is kind of like the daytime, cooling is kind of like the nighttime. So we're almost simulating like a full day cycle. Did you hear that? Birds. Huh. All right, so procedure, you need to map it out like that, step by step, like as if you're telling somebody else how to carry out this baseline test at home. Materials, don't forget about that. That needs to go actually before procedure. What materials will we need? If you need to go back to the experiment design, the sheets that we did where I had you guys figure out like, okay, what are your 2 variables? Time, temperature. What material would you need? Instruments would you need to measure those 2 things? Hey, also thermometer. Yeah, so whenever person gets the thermometer, how are you going to get temperatures inside the house? Okay, using that thermometer. And is that method a variable? Like, would it matter for one group to do that one way and then another group to do it another way? What kind of loopholes can a group find that they could use in their thermometer to gain temperatures? What loopholes can they find or utilize to gain an advantage? You need to think about that as well. Okay, so like thermometer placement is kind of like a variable too. That should be enough to get you started. All right.